We are now happy to introduce our speakers, Rotarian Kameshwari Rao. Kameshwari is a commerce graduate. She is currently working for Google India. She has a total work experience of 16 years. In Drishtikona series, she will be speaking on interview tips and skills for visually impaired students. We need to perform good at job interviews and hope her tip helps all those who want to excel in forthcoming job interviews. ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರುವ ಮೊದಲು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗಬೇಕು. ಇವರ ಮಾತು ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಉಪಯೋಗವಾಗುವುದು ಎಂದು ಭಾವಿಸುತ್ತೇವೆ.
Hi everybody, my name is Kameshwari Rao and I am the Youth Service Director for the year 23-24 with the Rotary Bangalore Abilities Club. I work with Google as an accessibility analyst. Today I am going to talk to you about the interview tricks and tips which have helped me and benefited me throughout my career. I hope this video will help and benefit the visually impaired students who are listening throughout their career as well. To start with, I would divide or bifurcate the tips and tricks into 3 stages. The first one being the pre-interview stage, the second stage being during the interview, and the final stage being post-interview as well. To start with, let's talk about the pre-interview stage. So once you have decided that you are going to appear for an interview, what are certain things you should be prepared for? First thing, prepare yourself well about the skills and requirements mentioned in the job description. So go through the job description pretty well and understand what the company is asking for or what the organization is expecting from you. That will help you in putting together the skills and the requirements and prepare better for the interview. At the same time, go to the internet and try finding out more about the history of the organization. So in case you are applying for ABC company, just go to the internet and try to see when the company was formed, what are its products, what are its market conditions, etc. So this will give you a basic idea of the organization you are applying for, and this is very important. The second thing you need to prepare during the first stage is the documents you require. So in case the company mentions the documents which they require you to submit during the interview, keep them with you in advance. Take Xerox copies and staple them and keep them ready. This might sound very silly, but it's very important and it makes you more organized. The third thing is prepare your requirements before you go to the interview. So say the clothes you're going to wear and the footwear and the other stuff you need to go to the interview. Because most of us, what we do is we just tend to put these things till the last moment. It wastes a lot of time it also makes us more nervous. So it's always better to keep them organized. Iron your clothes, polish your shoes, and other stuff which you need, keep them in one place. One day before you need to attend the interview. This is also true if you are attending an interview online, because you need to appear presentable. So let's move on to the second stage, which is during the interview itself. So the first and foremost thing is be punctual. Get to the interview location well in advance, maybe around 15 or 20 minutes before time. It's always better to be early than to be late and create a bad impression or keep the interviewer waiting. Once you reach the location, you also need to make sure that you have the right point of contact in mind. Reach out to the contact, ask for any help you need to reach the interview location, say the auditorium or a room which is given to you. Just be open. Do not hesitate to ask for help. And once you reach your correct location, your interview begins. So now we are at the interview location. And since you have reached early and you know where your room is, make sure that you are well hydrated, you have enough water, and make sure that you had a light breakfast or something to eat, because most of us ignore these things, and sometimes the interview process takes a long time. It might take the whole day sometimes, or a couple of hours. So make sure that you're not hungry or you're not thirsty. These things are very important to make sure your body is taken care of and you can completely focus on the interview process. So once you are in front of the interviewer, make sure that you look straight and you're looking towards the interviewer and not, putting your head down or looking somewhere else. We visually impaired people usually tend to do that. Sometimes we do it unconsciously, of course. Sometimes we just put our head down, we keep thinking about something. Just don't do that. Look straight at the interview itself so that your confidence is known to them. The second thing which you need to take care when you are facing the interviewer is to listen to the question carefully. Do not jump into answers immediately. Take your time, think about it, and then answer them. And yes, do not make up answers if you are not aware of them. If you do not know something, let them know. We are all human beings and there are many things which we don't know. So just accept that and let them know that you do not know something. That's perfectly okay. The next thing which you need to take care is, even during the interview, make sure you ask for help. Do not hesitate. In case you need something, you let them know. The third thing, make sure that you have the laptop or a mobile device. I'm sure all of us do have a smart device with us, smart mobiles, smartphones. And in case you have a laptop with a screen reader, do carry it with you if there are no restrictions in the organization. This will help you to demonstrate the use of screen readers and your skill with it if the interviewer asks for it. Fourth point, Many people have this confusion, and while starting with my career, even I had it. So whether or not should we be disclosing our disability? It's a very important question most of us have. So my personal take on this is, why not? Why are we shy of disclosing that we are persons with disability? Yes, we don't have to go ahead and explicitly mention it, explicitly say and talk about it, but in case there is a situation where it needs mentioning, please do that, and also mention what kind of help you need, because we cannot assume people knowing everything about vision impairment. So please go ahead and do that. And in most of the companies, most of the organizations, this option is already given in the pre-interview stage itself, asking you to let them know if you need any accommodations during and before the interview as well. So accommodation here means any additional support, such as an escort, or a person who can describe things to you, accompany you throughout the interview process, or help to sort out your documents, such things in case of vision impairment. In other disabilities, it is more to do with sign language interpreters, etc. So these are options given by some organizations. So if available, please do avail these options and let them know in advance. Once the interview is done, now comes the very important stage. The post-interview stage is equally important. So most of us, what we do is, after we are done with the interview, we sit and keep thinking about it. We think about how I could have done better, or I have done, I have not done well, it could have been much better, and we take days and days to come out of it, which is not advisable. Maybe you can just think once or twice just to focus on the improvement areas and use those improvement areas for the next time. But just don't sit and worry about what has already happened. What is done is done. So just need to move on and wait for the feedback from the interview. If you get a feedback, a positive feedback, that's wonderful. But in case you do not get any feedback, do not worry about it. Because as I already said, we are all in a journey and we cannot stop anywhere. Nothing is the end. So just take it in a positive way, and we'll have multiple opportunities to appear for. So just take the next opportunity and move on. So these are a few tips and tricks I had with me, and I did think that going through a lot of books written by many authors and a lot of podcasts and talks would help me. Definitely, if you have the time, please go through them. But then the only thing which will make you or walk you through an interview is your ability, your skill, your confidence, and that's it. So hope this talk would really help you benefit and make the right choices and take the right steps before, during, and after the interview. All the best to you. Thank you.